Not just a sock monkey, a squeaking sock monkey, designed to be a dog toy. And probably would be if you had a young dog. Young dogs tend to enjoy toys. 12-year-old Peasley pups don't really play with toys very much. So Ray got this thinking, oh, he'll have energy, he'll play with it. He ignores this stuff. So some of what inspires us at a young age doesn't necessarily do a whole lot for us when we get older. Some of those things about Christmas. I can remember when I was a little kid, and I was, I stayed up all night long to see what was going to be under the tree. In fact, as soon as Santa Claus left, which I now know Mom and Dad went to bed, but when Santa Claus left, I got up. And I knew I had to be quiet because if I wasn't, Dad would shoot me. We didn't have a gun in the house, but just figuratively. But it was so exciting. And I got to go in and crawl around under the tree and see the presents. I saw the doll they brought for my older sister and the smaller doll they brought for my younger sister. And as I remember, that was the year that I had my guitar sitting under the tree. My first guitar. And I couldn't wait. And I sat up there all night long, waiting finally for sunlight to come and everybody else to get up so that we could all see what was under the tree. And I fell asleep just about dawn. And was too tired really to enjoy the day, the rest of the day. But that was the excitement. What's under the tree? I'm older now. Don't stay up all night. Don't have a real big concern about what's under the tree. I honestly don't care if I don't get a single present for Christmas this year. There's nothing that I need other than what God has already provided. With His grace and His mercy and His love, to know this Jesus who was the Word become flesh. And to be able to have a relationship with Him, and through that to have a relationship with this church, with Northwood Church. What I look forward to on Christmas this year is the worship we're going to share together. And Paul writes about some of that also. And, you know, when I was a child, I did childish things. I followed after childish ways. But when I grew up, I put those childish things behind me. My dog's grown up. He doesn't want this anymore. He wants belly rubs. He's always wanted belly rubs. But he doesn't want toys anymore. He's grown up. He wants Shada, who gave him belly rubs. He was over yesterday afternoon. Gave him too many belly rubs. He's expecting that from everybody now. But when we grow up, we need to do a childish thing. Spiritual. We need to grow up. We ought not to be the people that we were when we first came to the Lord, or when we first heard about Jesus. There ought to be a relationship built so that we grow and mature and change. That doesn't mean the joy goes. Joy is going to be next Sunday's sermon, by the way. We ought not ever to lose the joy. But we ought not to be quite as impulsive, quite as unknowing, quite as ignorant of what God's Word says. We ought to grow. Just think about that. When you're playing with your dog, with dog toys and everything, think about that fact that you need to be growing in your